Hello everybody and welcome back to Dragon Quest V. I am Rufel, playing this game for you. Woo! Why am I back in Zugzwang when I should be out dealing with my endgame aim grind? Well, there's something here in Zugzwang that I had completely forgotten about. I'm not too sure about that Order of Zugzwang. This is just a rumor, but well, I heard that lots of people were forced into slavery some years back to build a temple of theirs, the Crocodilopolis. Thank you, Deborah. I was one of those slaves, son. But I believe this has been available ever since our children rescued us from Stone, but we can talk to this woman. She offered to sell us a book by the great Carol, King of the Order of Zugzwang. Leader. It can be yours for just 3,000 coins. Yeah, for a book of drivel. You're absolutely right, Deborah. However, we are going to buy the book. There's a couple of reasons for this. One of them is chiefly so that you can see what it is. We receive it, we acquire it, and we were told that the Order of Zugzwang will bring peace. And of course our wife's going to yell at us because, yeah, this seems like a really dumb idea. So, what is this? It is simply an item. It contains the teachings of the Order. We try and use it, well... we get something to laugh at, really. But... it looks like it might be useful. It's not. It does absolutely nothing. Who knows what power it possesses? It'll fetch 4,000 gold coins if you sell it in a shop, though. Yeah, it's a free 1,000 bucks. It is a free 1,000 bucks. And, well, you might have noticed another anomaly item in the inventory. That would be this loyalty card. But before we go on, the big reason why I wanted to show up the King Carol's book is because there's a Tricks and Traps board in Nideria, and you can get this book. It's one of the items on the board. But as for this loyalty card, that is actually received in Lodestar Harbor, not Fortuna. The loyalty card is actually the grand prize at the Tombola machine. And it's easy to get so long as you are willing to invest the time. Because you come to the item shop, and every transaction you do with the item shop has about a 1 in 3 chance of awarding you with a Tombola ticket. So, buy medical herbs one at a time. And he just might give you a Tombola ticket for each one of those. And just take that and play the Tombola machine until you get the loyalty card. It is the grand prize. So that's prize 1. 2 is a bottle of Pax-a-Punch. Prize 3 is a Rock Bomb shard. Both of which, Pax-a-Punch you can sell for 300 gold, the Rock Bomb shard you can sell for 225 gold. Prize 4 is a TNT ticket. It's the second most useless item on offer. Prize 5 is another Tombola ticket, so it's a free reroll. And then there's the black ball, which gets you nothing. But yeah, if you buy herbs to get the tickets and sell and willing to sell the price, sell off any packs of punch and or rock bomb shards, and sell back the herbs and just buy them one at a time, you can get the loyalty card with as little as 1,000 gold. It'll expect it to take about an hour to do, but it's simple. What does the card do? It lowers the price of purchasing stuff by 25%. Yes. Now, should we move on to more relevant things? So I am using that card to help ease the grind. Let's make our way back to Nadiria and actually travel to that northern continent. We'll get there eventually. Ow. Oh boy, oh boy. Since we're level 34, we can actually recruit. Ow! Don't die, Deborah. Oh, you jerk! Go on, pick up your mother. I don't need Videl in the front line. Run for it, darling! Actually, not Percy, get me Ganon. I want that killing machine out of the way. I mean, I can recruit both of these guys, but the Great Dragon's far more likely to recruit, and I'd really like to get one. Ow. Gosh, this place hurts. Go figure, of course. Ah, some gigantes. We'll go, Han. You do not have Kabuff. You have Kabuff, and all these guys do is physical attacks. Okay, he lost it on Ganon and did 1 damage. That I wasn't expecting. I wonder if that damage value is dependent on how much health the Gigante's missing. Away with you! Ow! That really hurts. Alrighty, so here we have 2 places of interest. Let's see, what do I need to fight these guys? Kind of my current group, really. See what you can put to sleep. Oh yeah, that was a horrible thing these guys do. They call lightning. Oh, we'll sort them out in due time. They apparently start with a bounce in place. A unreliable bounce. Try putting him back to sleep. Ow! Lest that happen. Jerk! Thank you, computer. Yes, we have that structure there, and just north of it, we have the entrance to Mount Zugzwang. Hi, bird. No idea what these birds do. They care not for my fire. Well, that would be why. Deborah changed clothes and it was right during combat. She's got plenty of practice in it. I mean, have you seen her room? Thank you, Vina Puff. Right here, just outside the mountain, is it's one of the good places for grinding, just because you can find metal slimes and liquid metal slimes. But we are going to step into Mount Zugzwang and then leave, because for reasons I can't fathom, Mount Zugzwang shows up on your Zoom list. Okay. Let's head due south. See some machines out to make a killing. I'd love to recruit these guys, but it's just probably not gonna happen. Real reason being, these guys are just straight fighters, but they're immune to most spells. If it isn't Boom or one of the Frizz spells, then they just ignore it. But of course that 0.39% recruiting rate isn't doing me favors. And I misspoke a bit. For those killing machines, if it's not fire, they just ignore it. But, what have we here? What weird tree? I guess that is kind of a weird tree. Hello, sir! This place was once a great dungeon of Nideria, the backbone of the underworld. North of here, soaring high into the sky, is the mighty Mount Zugzwang. It would be wise to avoid both, unless you enjoy feeling chills run down your spine. That's a good question. But, this isn't so much a great dungeon. It kind of looks like one. But, hello, sir.
Oh, welcome. Welcome to the Nideria TNT board. Reception is upstairs.
So yeah, we have us a wonderful TNT board. And up there is in fact our grand prizes for the board. With it's the wonderful items of a mini medal, a free pass onto the TNT boards, so an infinite use pass, you no longer need the paper ones, and a literal time machine. Or maybe we'll win a peanut. Who knows, really? The peanut's a joke. A book called Meditations. No being in this world may ever enjoy victory against the formidable might as I possess. But those who dare venture deep into my lair deserve a morsel of glory. Those who dare venture far to the north, to the poisonous swamp that lies south of Mount Zugzwang. So yeah, there is something in that swamp, but that's actually the post-game content. So there's nothing to be found there right now. Bunch of boring books. And the one item to be found in this area, a TNT ticket, of course.
I tell thee, good sir, a great treasure lives on Mount Zugzwang. A treasure benamed the Buonroller. It is but the conjecture of a long-deceased knight, but I would wager such a treasure exists nowhere else in the world.
Yes, the treasure he speaks of. It is a knick-knack. A knick-knack on Mount Zugzwang. That's a good question. I don't think I dare to open the visor to find out. Deborah makes a good point. But, you know. Hello, sir.
Grandmaster Nimzo is a great god now, but he was once human. Don't tell anyone. You'll be rotting in your grave before you can say putrid.
Thank you, Deborah. You're always looking out for me. I pushed the wrong button. Or rather, I pushed the right button and didn't realize it. Oh well. There is nothing else to be found here, so let's make our way upstairs. Make our way to the TNT board, which is quite the sizable one. The rock bomb is surveying the situation, as they tend to do. So, let's have us a good look around the board. So, here's where we start. And in this box, we would be treated to a Cobra Claw. Which is particularly useful, so that would certainly be nice to get. And then the path forks. We get to actually choose which direction we go. If we head over here to the right, well, we could land on this warp, which will take us right up there. And thus resulting in being able to reach this pot, which contains nothing! Stupid! This warp is stupid! Yeah, don't take it if you can avoid it. In this spot here, we have a mini medal, which is much more useful. But if we land on this warp, it'll take you over here. And in this treasure box, there's an iron mask. But ultimately, either warp will end you up coming up this stairway. Or you can continue on to the point where the paths converge. Let's take a look at where you would end up if you go the other way. If you turn left first. So potentially we can reach this drawer, which has a TNT ticket. Go figure. Come back down here to where the paths converge, and there we have a shop. The shop, there's like 3 or 4 shops on the board. All of them have the same inventory. You can buy packs a punch, diamonds, a double-edged sword, which I believe is a cursed sword, a ruinous shield, which I know is a cursed shield, or kamikaze bracers. Kamikaze bracers are surprisingly useful, I've come to notice. But regardless, make our way to... Further on, we can reach this drawer, which contains a King Carol Catechism. Yeah, that book that sells for $4,000. Continue on, we can reach a treasure box which has a Hades helm. Also of note would be these dungeon tiles. There's 3 different dungeons. All of them look the same, but well, they all have a similar board layout with different spaces on them, and different treasures. 2 of the boards, two of the boards both have a empty treasure spot. But one of them is an iron mask, a warhammer, a dark robe, and a mini medal. Second one has a spike steel whip, a magic shield, a box with 3,000 gold, and a tempest shield. It also has a pot that's empty. The third one has a tombola ticket, a magic seed, 3,000 gold, a thinking cap, and a seed of life. Those are the items that are found in those dungeon spots. Best of luck to you. Regardless, come up the stairs, specifically via deep beneath us far underground sits a mighty monster that even Grandmaster Nimzo could not defeat. Now he waits in silent meditation. Unless something terrible happens. The way to his realm will remain tightly shut. Yeah, we have to beat Grandmaster Nimzo for that. Regardless, coming up from the lower floor, well, basically there's 3 stairways that lead up, and they're on the left side of the board, the lower portion of the board, and the right side of the board. The warps lead to the one on the right. And that takes us to this one-way travel ring. So if we come up from here, we can reach this warp, which will take us to the central part of the map. There are 3 warp zones in this outer perimeter. They all lead to the central portion of the map, which is where we want to get to. Oh wait, they don't lead to the central portion. We'll see where they lead to. My mistake. They kind of lead to the central portion. Regardless, there are some forks in the road. Those are how we reach the central portion of the map. But if we continue on the outer ring, we can reach this treasure box, which, this one has a dark shield in it. Yeah. Here's where we come up if we take the warps, which will lead us around to still nothing of note. Warps are not advisable. Unless you can land on the warps on this level. But here in this drawer is a Yggdrasil leaf, which is kind of nice. And pass up going into the middle for this chest. You will feel the fool as you are awarded with some surfware. But either way, on the left and right side, there's this fork leading inward, which you can take. And in that treasure box up there is the drawer actually, is a TNT ticket. So don't worry too much about not reaching that. But all three of the warps on this level will lead to that warp there. And in the pot that is just past it is a seed of agility. So, therein lies what's to be found on this Tricks and Traps board. Sandglass of Regression is... or the Sands of Time, as they're called, is, that's worth getting. Mostly because when you use it in battle, it'll turn the clock back to the start of the battle. So, if something you're trying to... if a monster you're trying to recruit dies too early or runs away, start over. So, if the metal slave you're trying to kill runs away, start over, try again. Oh yeah. Sure, I'll try the game. You get 25 turns to make it to the end. Good luck. Next time, we'll have finished the grind and be ready to head into Mount Zugzwang. We'll see you then. Later.